Hey everybody, and welcome to another video with QuietSpeculation.com. My name is Adam. So today we're going to be playing Abzan Greasefang in Explorer. So a couple weeks ago I did or I guess a couple months ago at this point, I did a similar build of the Greasefang combo. I think it was either Mardu or it was or Esper at the time. So this build takes advantage of a few different new aspects by splashing green rather than the other options here. So first and foremost, Eska's Chariot offers you a strong like midway point between Greasefang getting back big old things like Parhelion, which you're going to struggle to actually cast if you wanted to play it fairly, or Sky Sovereign, which is a little bit above where you want to be. 5 is really like the top end, and you really want to try and bring this back on turn 3 as opposed to cast it normally on turn 5. So Chariot is a fine card to just play from hand. It's a back-breaking card to recur with Greasefang. And because Greasefang puts the thing back into your hand, you actually get additional tokens the following turn if you choose to then play the Chariot. One of the cool new additions that came with Dominaria United is Liliana the Veil. So one of the issues with the Greasefang decks in the past is struggling to get the cards out of your hand. You had to play some like really unexciting cards like what was it, Seasoned Hallowblade, the 2-drop creatures where you can discard a card to give it indestructible. Those cards are not necessarily where you want to be. Even still, you're playing kind of dinky cards like Rafine's Informant. But that said, Informant is a fine body. It can trade early. It can give you fodder to throw in front of an opposing Liliana. All in all, it's pretty okay. I wouldn't be surprised if this slot ends up being something else in the future once we get better things that can churn through the deck. But at worst, it's a 2-1 that gets rid of an extra land, or a 3-2 that can throw the Parhelion into the graveyard and give you something that's actually castable. So how are we putting our vehicles into the graveyard? We have Stitcher Supplier, which mills 3 when it enters or dies. You have Corpse Churn, which mills 3, and then you can pick up typically your Greasefang. Can't Stay Away, once you have a Greasefang in your graveyard, you can bring it back with the Can't Stay Away, and this does have flashback, which is very helpful. Grizzly Salvage. So this is a card from Return to Ravnica, and while those cards are available in Pioneer and Explorer, or technically not Explorer because that set was not on Arena, this was released in some Arena-only product. I think it was some anthology. So this is one of the best ways to self-mill. You might recognize it from the Soul Herder decks, or not Soul Herder, Soul Flayer decks, that were floating around years and years ago. And another piece that's actually very, very helpful is Witherbloom Command. So this card does a lot of small things that add up really well together. So mill 3 and then pick a land back up from your graveyard. It's an additional source of self-milling, and it can help to fix your colors if you absolutely need to hit that 3rd land drop. It most importantly destroys target non-creature, non-land permanent with mana value 2 or less. So that includes Rest in Peace, that includes Grafdigger's Cage type effects. And the other modes are less relevant. It can be a sort of dinky removal spell. It can be a drain spell. Those modes are not necessarily bad, and you will use them more often than not. But the fact that it helps to mill your graveyard, or mill your pieces into your graveyard, and then get rid of the hate pieces that your opponent will typically bring in against you, makes Witherbloom Command very, very strong in this deck. Lists I've found online have been playing 2 copies. I know one just made the top 8 in a Pioneer Challenge yesterday. That was on 2 copies, and most builds I've seen are on 2. I would not be surprised if this card ends up being 3 or 4. It might be too much of a good thing, though. Thank you so much for the follow, Etched Ravager. I appreciate it. Looking to the sideboard, we have additional copies of Duress. Oh, I forgot to mention the discard spells. 4 Thoughtseize, and then a Duress in the main. 2 more Duress in the board. Terra Sunder, which is a card I'm very impressed with from Dominaria United. So it's a naturalize effect. Exile is a nice boost. Not super relevant usually, but it can be, especially in, say, the mirror when you want to get rid of the vehicles for good. But more importantly, it's still a 4-mana instant speed removal spell. And it hits any type of non-land permanent, so creature or planeswalker. It's somewhat similar to Bloodchief's Ascension, but you're very happy to cast this as a naturalize in the matchups where you absolutely need a naturalize. Unlicensed Hearse for the mirror, as well as other decks that are preying on the graveyard. Sky Sovereign for the fair decks. Not much to say there. This card is a house in the matchups where you want it. And sometimes it's unreliable that you'll get the Parhellians out on time. They'll disrupt your Greasefang, etc., etc. So having Sky Sovereign is a nice midway point in those matchups that go long. It sort of does the same job as the Parhellian. A little bit worse, but still does the same job. But it's actually castable if your opponent is interacting with you. Fatal Pushes, Assassin's Trophies, you know what those are for. And then Graveyard Trespasser, it's fine for the mirror. It can eat the vehicles from the opposing graveyard, but it's just a 3-mana 3/3, sometimes a 3-mana 4/4 that your opponent can't really kill all that easily. And it does get to crew virtually all of our vehicles. It can crew Sky Sovereign outright, and they can crew the other ones by itself if it's flipped. It's just a fine card against control. It makes it really hard for them to answer it favorably. That covers everything. I'm going to run it through 5 rounds on ladder. We'll go from there. The season reset yesterday, I believe. Good point, right, Travager. I didn't talk about the Corpse Turn. No, I think I did. Either way, it's just another mill source. Instant speed's nice, and it typically wants to pick up the Greasefang. At worst, you'll pick up a Rafine's Informant again. It's helpful when you want to crew your Sky Sovereigns. It just gives you an option out there, or you can just keep digging further and further with more Stitchers. It's fine. I don't hate mulch over it, but it does the job and it replaces itself. All right, so we're gonna run this through a couple rounds on ladder and best 3, and making sure everything is kosher there. Perfect. All right. And as always, this video is brought to you by QuietSpeculation.com. QuietSpec is a Magic the Gathering finance website, but they have a bunch of really cool stuff as far as the constructed metagame goes, limited environments, how to make the best bang for your Magic buck. Really recommend you check them out if you haven't had the opportunity. They even have something called Trader Tools, which helps to identify price trends, and if you are looking to part with part of your collection, how to get the best bang for your buck there. Really great group. Okay, so this is what we don't really want to see. We have what we want here, but we don't have the mana to make it work. So I think if we had a second mana source, I'd be fine with keeping this hand. Informant can find us our third one, and Thoughtseize could help to disrupt the opponent. As it stands, I'm going to throw this back, and this is much better. So here's an interesting line. It may be correct for us to Thoughtseize ourselves to discard this Parhellian. Let's see what our opponent is playing first before we make any rash decisions like that. Starting with a Consider. We drew another Parhellian, which is not ideal. I'm going to let it go another turn before I Thoughtseize. Blue-black. Oh, okay. So my guess is my opponent's going to try and play Founding the Third Path, which will let them cast this from their graveyard on the third mode. Witherbloom Command can self-mill. Though my mana actually doesn't work out the way I want to be able to play the Boseiju next turn. I'm I'm gonna self-mill. Okay, we hit 2 of those. Perfect. If my opponent wants to draw 3 cards and then discard to hand size, I'm pretty okay with that. They do not. Ooh, that's also a good pickup. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Greasefang, expect it to get countered or destroyed. Then next turn I can Thoughtseize and then can't stay away. There's their Founding of the Third Path. And they have chosen to cast the thing from hand first. Okay. I don't hate that for me. Push, Shieldred, Bloodchief's Thirst. Push doesn't actually do it. So they would have to PWK me? Shieldred's not a relevant card here either. Yeah. I'll take the Thirst. I think they got greedy with the Founding of the Third Path. Don't do it. Okay. Alright, so they can push the token here, and that's fine. Carry it back to hand. Excuse me. So they can play out the Shieldred. Yeah, that's fine. They're gonna kill my Greasefang either way, so... Wow, I'm surprised. Alright, that's fair. So they're gonna draw 3 cards and then presumably die. And we were able to do that sequence with these Parhellions just stuck in hand, taking up space. Alright, you have 3 mana. You get a Tolarian Terror. It's not gonna do it. Let's see what you got first. I could do this myself. How many flex slots did you say are in the main deck? Is that fine? Yeah, that's fine. Oh, they have a Thoughtseize. I think that most of the mill slots could be like maneuvered around a little bit. Alright, and they are dead on board. I think the creatures could be other things. Like, for example, the Esper version doesn't play very many creatures, right? It's playing like Ledger Shredder, and it's playing Tainted Indulgence, and Faithful Mending. So, like, I don't think that these slots are super relevant. Citrus Supplier is fine, but it's replaceable. I don't think you necessarily need the Duress. Lily is also flexible, but it's a reasonable card to have. I don't think you need a full 4 set of Can't Stay Away. This builds on 3, but I've seen people play 4. I think that's more common. I've seen lists on 1 or 2. Excuse me. It really, like, how much do you want to hedge between interaction versus an aggressive game plan? I think the combination of Greasefang and Esca's Chariot offers that that like push forward, if that makes sense. So let's see what we want to do here. My opponent is on a Tolarian Terror deck that wants to self-mill, so I think that having Unlicensed Hearse is very strong here. Graveyard Trespasser also seems reasonable. I don't even hate a copy of this. I can trim on Flagship. Presumably, they are going to be trying to kill most of my creatures. I don't know how reliable the Parhelions are going to be. I think that this is probably fine, and I can trim on... I can trim on I Can't Stay Away. I need to finish up my sideboarding here. I have to cut 4 cards. I don't know. Stitchers. Well, we'll trim on Stitchers and the Rafine's Informant. Why not? I have no idea. I haven't actually played against what my opponent's doing. I don't know if this is a common deck. I haven't seen it before. Like, the logic behind it is solid. And this seems great. Stitcher into Salvage into maybe Can't Stay Away, depending on what we mill. Thank you for answering questions. I've been switching around stuff in 2 flex slots for best of 1, like giant. I like a Ganjo. Cling to Dust is, I think, a strong card, but I don't know how relevant it is when Unlicensed Hearse is just as good as it is. I think I can wait a turn on the Hearse. Salvage is going to be really important here. Go blank. Yeah, you got it. You can have a Chariot, you can have an Informant. Let's fill up my graveyard again. Wow, no lands. I did eat one of my 2 remaining Parhelions, so that is not ideal. But I do have a Hearse, so let's Hearse. Really would have liked getting that Courtyard back. And a Shoulder. That's not great for me. I don't know if they can attack in, though. At the very least, that's nice. Alright, well, I have 2 of these. I can't believe I milled 4 discard spells. I will be eating these. So I have a feeling I'm not winning this one. Missing land drops and having my combo disrupted. That's a little too much. Oh, I punted there. I don't have a white source. I'm just going to toss this game. I don't think I'm winning it. Does this change what I want to do? I think I want the second one here. I think I can go up to the third Parhelion if they're going to be disrupting you like that. Do I want Assassin's Trophy? Maybe? Ditch of Stitchers. I can throw back at Duress. And Witherbloom's fine. It might be too much of a good thing. Liliana is also pretty just okay. It does get rid of a Shieldred, and I don't really have many answers to that. No, I definitely want that. I'll pitch a Corpse turn. Okay, now this is much more doable. So I think the only thing that like gets me is turn to why am I blanking on the word? Hearse. Brain not working right now. Didn't want to draw that. And why do I keep doing this to myself? Brain is not working the way it should be. I should have played that on the green side, and I don't know why I did not. We're not going to make the same mistake 3 times, right? Sure. They liked what they drew. Let's see if this is a... It is not. Yeah, that's fine. Really wish I didn't goof this up. I think my line is probably just slam this Chariot. If they want to counter it, they can counter it. Two ups. Is this a Tolarian Terror next turn? So if I get Go Blanked, I discard Parhelion and Blooming Marsh. I suppose cast from anywhere other than your hand. Alright, so they get it from hand. That's fine. And here is the Tolarian Terror. Worst possible draw. Genuinely worst possible draw in the deck. Put a creature or land into my hand. I'm revealing it. I'm going to play the land out. If they go blank me, they go blank me. But I do want to be able to can't stay away next turn. I think this would have gone much differently if I didn't sequence poorly. Alright, is this going on 3? Yeah, it is. Alright, so they're going to draw 3 cards. So they almost certainly have a kill spell here. Ray of Enfeeblement. Sure. I will be corpse churning. Presumably. Is there anything that I care about in here? No, not really. They can get their thing back. Not playing my best in this first round, and I think that this was very winnable if I didn't just throw away game 2. They are going to kill my informant. I'm pretty okay with that. Here's the go blank. Corpse turn. Grab the Greasefang. Lose these. Alright. I'll just give it to them. I threw away this first game, and that's a shame. Or this first match. Apologies to the viewers at home. Alright, let's try to redeem ourselves. I'm going to chalk it up to brain not being all there right now. I've been sick as a dog for like 5 days. Finally looking up though. Hand's perfect. Lead on Stitcher into salvage. Hope to hit something for this Greasefang. Hand's also relatively Thoughtseize proof, right? Because they can't really take a salvage. If they take the Greasefang, I'm not unlikely to hit. I'm going to cast this in their upkeep. Or now they just tapped out, that's fine. I hit a Parhelion. So I can just grab this Blooming Marsh. They tapped out for a Supreme Phantom. Tells me they don't have the counterspell. And it will not matter, because I have the turn 3 kill. Kill might be the wrong word, but I can swing in with the Citrus Supplier, actually. Yeah, Love When Spirits taps out. Give me another look at a Parhelion, please. Didn't get my Parhelion. I still have this Grizzly Salvage that might be able to do some work, but I don't know if they're getting past 2 flying Vigilance creatures. Now that they put themselves to lethal light. Creature or land. I'm gonna tap like this. Would you like to counter this? No. I did whiff. No, never mind, I didn't whiff. There is a Parhelion in here. Never mind, everything's great. I'm gonna grab this for Fiend's Informant. I would love to put this in my graveyard just in case. Gimme. You gonna bounce it? No, you're gonna tap it. Okay, that's fine. Go ahead. Block both, yeah. Alright, I'll give it to my opponent. They didn't die here. It was very good for them to not die here. Okay, they died there. Alright, so Spirits, Fatal Push seems correct. I don't know how much I want Duress against them. They only have, what, 6 counterspells? I like Sky Sovereign against them, though. Chariot, not great. Liliana's also not great when they have a bunch of cheap creatures and are potentially drawing cards with Curiosity variants. I can trim on Lily. Which means I might want another Duress. How much do I want this Assassin's Trophy? Sure. It's probably not the worst thing I can do. Yeah, Lily's probably bad here. As much as I hate to admit it. Okay. So this is a lead on Duress. Grizzly Salvage. Hope to hit something good. Whiff. Shacklegeist is potentially an issue for me. I think I just do this now. Not the greatest. Take a Stitcher. did hit a Parhelion. And I did hit it, can't stay away. There's the Greasefang. I am 2 turns from Greasefang. But I do have Corpse Churn as well as this can't stay away. Is that enough? Three, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it's a little awkward for me. Don't think I'm winning this one. Draws just didn't line up. What, 27 cards down? Didn't really hit what I needed. Yeah, they just hold up the Odawara. Spirits, unfortunately, did not tap out. Does that change what I want to do? I still think Duress is fine. Probably better than Lily. Because Lily's going to trade for a 1-drop. Lily will almost always trade for a 1-drop. Yeah. This hand also seems fine. Sure. I think Ruby's performance is probably still correct. Excuse me. Show me rattle chains. Sure. Exile, attack, exile a thing from a graveyard. They also have company, they also have the eagle. Well. Yeah, I'll play the Stitchers. That has a lot of lands. 5 lands? 6, 7, 8. I played 21. Why do that without playing this at sorcery speed? Corpse Churn. Don't have it yet. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do this now. Nice. Don't actually have anything in the graveyard, though. Now the question is, do I want to Withergloom Command hit my Stitcher Supplier so I can dig 6? This came down this turn, right? I think I'm just gonna play this out. This is technically lethal. Like, they'll need to block something. That does have flash. Nebel Gas comes in, taps Greasefang down. Yeah, that's fine. Did I hit? No. I am dead to another lord. It's not another lord. Shacklegeist is a problem, though. So they tap down the Greasefang. In response, sacrifice the Wanderer. If I shock in the tomb, play the Can't Stay Awake. Or Can't Stay Away. And that doesn't even guarantee me the kill here. But they have lethal on board otherwise. Yep. Let's make them have it. Or let's make them see it. But I'm not winning this one either. That's a shame. Digging 26 cards and not really hitting is surprising. Though we did side out some of the vehicles. Yeah, they saw the line. Okay. 0-2. Yikes. I do think that this deck is strong. I punted away match 1, and I think the draws just didn't line up in game 2. Let's try and close this out. I think Shading Supplier is probably fine. I don't really have much that sits on that spot in the curve, whereas I'm pretty heavy on 2-drops. And I think that's my most efficient mill card. So I do like having the Stitcher. A little crunchy, but seems fine. Decline, Courtyard, Courtyard, Lily. Uptake, Ditch, perhaps. Oh, perfect. Ranger class. I have no idea what I'm looking at. Sorry.
When I win, you're telling me what you
Do I want to
about the Raven Man.
make them sacrifice a creature? No. Everyone discards.
You won't be outsmarting me.
I want the guarantee. Unfortunately, you see redundancy. Greasefang and Can't Stay Awake. Can't stay away, not awake. I need to get those words straight in my head.
I really don't have time for you.
Yeah. Woo. Look how smart and tall we are. We did it. Alright, one down. Ranger class is a really good card that doesn't see as much play as I think it should. We don't really know much of what they're doing. Abzan, my guess is this is like a Siege Rhino mid-range deck. We saw things that get Fatal Pushed. We saw things that get torn asunder. That's probably fine. I don't think I need the full set of either. Again, I can trim on a Parhelion. No, I probably shouldn't trim on the Parhelion. What should go? Witherbloom Command seems fine to me. Stitcher... I think we can trim Stitcher in this matchup, probably. If we're bringing in things for a longer game plan. I do like Witherbloom Command to blow up the Ranger class. Maybe Terra Sunder's overdoing it. Yeah, I can trim Parhelion. And I can probably get down on Duress. That makes sense to me. Alright, this is a one-lander, and I really need a second one to make this hand functional. We get a draw, but I don't think that it's worth the risk there. Do I value Sky Sovereign more than I value the Chariot? No. Neat. And that, friends, is why we do the Chariot. Grizzly Salvage, fortunately, does not get turned off by Leyline of the Void. Ooh, and we hit a Terra Sunder. Cool. Everything is kosher and Gucci and beautiful. Tracker. Yeah, Tracker's fine. I think I want to get this Lily online So this is gonna hurt. I need white mana. We lost a Parhelion. But everything's fine. Nothing matters.
No more distractions.
Because I can just chariot them out now. If they Thoughtseize me here, I'm still in okay shape. I'll discard.
Don't overthink things.
So I'm losing Lily this turn, right? No matter what, because I'm not blocking the wolf. I will discard a chariot.
A delay, nothing more.
I think I'm gonna get the chariot down here. They're clearly holding up something. That seems fine to me. There is the rhino. Yeah, I'll trade that. Every day of the week. Yay for torn asunder. What's in here? They are playing Wandering Emperor, so I want to be cognizant of that. By not tapping Greasefang if I can avoid it. Please feel free to block. Put it back in my graveyard for me. I will play that. Oh, maybe that was a mistake. Because they can hive. I guess they don't want to hive. Okay. Oh no. Is their last card something that blows up my graveyard? It is not. Do I want to get a little greedy? Because this will exile when it would die, so I'm only getting the first. Yeah. Oh, I'm so smart and tall. Another torn asunder? Or tear asunder? Sure. Yeah, that's still fine. You're lethal on the crackback, right? Yeah, this is lethal. Where are we? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Verse 9, you have no cards? Okay. I'll go to 2. Go you. We did it! We are 1 and 2. Back up to gold 2. Now that paper play is back, I haven't been like striving for mythic quite as much. and I didn't realize that the season ended on, what was it, Friday? So I ended the season in like Plat 2, or sorry, in Diamond 2, and I'm like, I could have done it. I just like sat down and spent the time. Because I was just like casual messing around. Like, I could have done it. Like, most of these seasons I do end up hitting Mythic, but I don't feel the, pardon the pun here, the rat race for the qualifier. Because, like, if I'm grinding RCQs, I'm driving like 2 hours each way to go to events on Saturday, if not Saturday and Sunday. It's too much. Another one-lander. This one's a lot closer. I have the Thoughtseize. If I draw a white source, then I feel comfortable, but as it stands, not with this hand. This is a lot better. I'm going to put back a pathway. I feel like I was rewarded with land. Found a boat. Found a Greasefang. Let's attack in. Go for the Thoughtseize. You want to counter this, you can counter this. Nice. Alright. So this is blue-white control, it looks like. In which case, I'm going to prioritize getting the Liliana out safely. I'm going to play this Greasefang as bait. If I can hit either Chariot or Liliana, I feel comfortable. They showed me Sensor as well. And this looks like it's Absorb Mana. Sure. Gotta make you have an answer every turn. Wow, Salt coming. Alright, either way. I'm gonna mill 3, drain you. Hope I hit a black source here. Untap black source. They have a counterspell. Well, I hit several of them. I'm gonna play out the Stitcher. So that's really bad for me. That is really, really bad for me. I need to find a Greasefang right now. Not a Greasefang right now.
I'm ready. As soon as I think of one.
You have another? Yep. I'm gonna pack it in. Actually, no. I don't have to pack it in.
You know what? I'm not.
I'm one can't stay away from getting back in this. I don't think they want to kill these Stitchers. Worst possible draw.
Don't make another move.
Yeah, it's not looking good for a hero. This has not been a great showing for this deck. And they found the 5/5 shock.
We need to move quickly.
That is not ideal for me. I can still get the boat back, which will kill the shark. But, yeah. Alright, there's very, very little chance of getting back into this. They've drawn 5 cards off of this. I have no doubt that there's a Wandering Emperor in here. Okay. These come in, these come in, these come in. This comes in, that comes in, that goes down, that's fine. These go out. Presumably they're going to play Rest in Peace. I can probably trim one, Can't Stay Away. Corpse Churn also can trim on that. Do I want to trim on Greasefang itself? Probably not. It's still 4/3. Witherbloom Command can blow up a rip. And so can Terra Sunder. It's probably better at the job. I'll go down on one. It feels like there's very little agency on where the small handful of key cards ends up in your deck. And if it just doesn't happen to be in the top 20 cards, 30 cards, you're in bad shape. Do I want to guarantee the green source for the Terra Sunder or the double black for the Liliana? Virtually every land in this deck is black, I think, with the exception of how many Temple Gardens? I think this is still probably safe. Worst case, I can play a Graveyard Trespasser. Hit to Parhelion. They want to Rest in Peace me. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, cool. I hit it. Excuse me. My assumption is they have a counterspell here. It's probably Censor. Submit 0. I'm just going to put a clock on board that requires them to interact. Trespasser likely flipping is also going to be pretty nice. Oh, is this Fateful Absence? They're going to kill a creature? No, it's Brazen Borrower. Really? Sure, I'll start off with a Grizzly Salvage. Into Absorb. Yeah, that's fine. Duress you. I do have a Parhelion in here. They can't actually Wandering Emperor me. I'm going to take the veto. Sure. Hit you for 4. If they want to play an untapped land, I know everything in their hand. And they really don't want my thing to flip. Cool, I found another Greasefang. We did it! Okay. I still don't think I want Fatal Push for the Sharks. It's probably just not... That's not a winning line. Can't Stay Away is probably fine as a 2 of. Do I want another Parhelion? That's probably fine to have the Parhelion. Over what? No, I brought in the extra boat. I don't need the third Parhelion. And it's a borderline keep. It's not great. Now it's pretty good. All right. No counterspell. Discard. Sure. Okay. You can counter it. 2 vetoes down. Let's play another chariot. Deluge is not my favorite, but it's probably better than a Wandering Emperor here. You do get a 10. Now what do they want to do with it?
I'm known for my
Draw a card.
Let's skip to the good part.
Brazen Borrower. Can I do it this way? I know this probably ramps them into something bad for me.
I'll have a better plan next
Like
time.
if they have Farewell, or lets them get their Deluge back. But them not untapping with a Teferi is probably the most important thing for me right now. Yeah, that's fine. I don't care about that. Actually, this stops them from casting their both spells that I've seen. Alright. Outland permanents and can't cast spells from... Oh, no, this doesn't stop Foretell. Alright, show me the Wandering Emperor. Oh my god, I'm so surprised it's the Wandering Emperor.
Anyone who harms my people must contend with me. You are not much of a roadblock.
Boat.
Until next time, then.
Alright. So we're in a pretty good spot here. Fairy will presumably die. Lane's actually pretty great for me. Sure. Can't bring things back. I don't know why they did that. But okay. We're 2-2. We are clawing back. Surprisingly, I think Blue-Eye Control was probably one of our worst matchups. And that did not feel all that difficult. It seems like they thought that I was going to get it back. Even if I didn't, so... Yeah. Like, they have one card in hand. Presumably, I play the Liliana. I uptick, I discard the land in my hand and their last card. And then I still have, what, 15 power on board or something like that afterward? 6, 5, not including. I had, what, 4, 5 2-drops? Or 2/2s? Here's another situation with a one-lander that I can't keep. Maybe the mana of this deck needs to be reconsidered. I like having the Rafine's Informant to pitch the Parhelion again. If they make me discard a Greasefang, I'll be upset. I will no longer be upset. Give me that Courtyard. Not messing around with the Hallowed Fountain. I will play my instant speed spells at sorcery speed. Thank you very much. Show me the... Yep. So I think the play is play my Informant, see what they want to do. If if I draw into Can't Stay Away, phenomenal. Otherwise, I have Corpse Churn that I will cast on their turn. Make them interact. And I'll just have redundant copies of Greasefang again. Oh no. My 3-2. Please counter this. Ooh, found Can't Stay Away. Greasefang. Counter it. Oh, no, why am I passing? I should have played my Stitcher. I want to use the Can't Stay Away. But I think if they have the counterspell, I want to be able to follow up with an additional spell. And this plays around a, why am I blanking on the name of it? A Jawar Disruption. You know, I think instead of Parhelion, I might be overthinking it, but I think Chariot's probably the best bet. My assumption is this is a Wandering Emperor, so I'm doing this in a way that doesn't lose this Greasefang. And I think it sets me up the best in the event that they have a Wrath, which seems likely now. Alright. So we're what? 2-2? Double check the old untapped. Portable Hold to eat a token is a good indicator that they don't have a Wrath. Go for a Grizzly Salvage. Boseju's not bad. I don't really need the land right now. We put a Parhelion in? Sure. Ooh, and I Can't Stay Away. There's a lot going on here that I am a fan of. So there is a Wandering Emperor in my immediate future. Eat the Greasefang.
Fight, but I'm going to end it. I am almost sad to see you go.
Now that's an interesting dilemma. Oh, no, it isn't. My thought process is like, what if I can't Boseiju this and then crew this to be able to Boseiju this in one turn? But if they have a Wrath here, I can play the Stitcher, Blow up the portable hole.
We must protect.
Okay. And then crew the chariot. Alright, so Blue-Eye Control again. I like Duress. I like Trespasser. Terra Sunder still seems fine. Trophy seems fine. Boat seems fine. Trim on Parhelion. How did we do this last time? Trim on Corpse Turn. Trim on Can't Stay Away. Probably still Trim on Command. What were the others? Stitchers. Thanks so much for the follow, Barbecue Pork. Appreciate it. How are you? What is my last cut? Could just be the Weather Balloon command. Yeah. My assumption is they're probably siding out the portable holes. They're not great in this matchup. Sure. Not pretty, but it does the job. Alright, so they have a bunch of interaction and a bunch of threats. I'm going to take the Wandering Emperor. I don't love having to play around Censor, but we're playing around Censor. How much do I care about Dream Trawler? They have 3 mana sources. I like the Absorb. Alright, and they cycle Censor. Salvage. And I can take one thing. I just grabbed another Trespasser. That's probably wrong. There we go.
I'm up.
Please discard a card. Shark Typhoon.
May your blade strike true.
Sure. So they haven't had an untapped mana source in a couple turns. Are they going to play this Dream Trawler for me? No. Emperor.
I am the Emperor of Kamigawa, and I will protect my people. Let your blade do the talking.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Keep watch for intruders.
No Wrath is interesting. Fateful Absence. Sure. Boat. Kill that.
Try not to miss me.
Do I want to hold this Takanuma? I think so. Show me another Wandering Emperor. March. Okay. Can I get real lucky real quick? No. Okay, that's fine. Nice.
Fight finished before brunch. Ah, one of your friends has to leave.
Creatures graveyards. Yeah, that's fine. I did hit a Parhelion. Nice. Alright. Easy game. Cool. We did it. So just gonna double check. I think that was 3-2 finish. Might be one more game in me. I'm not 100%. Let me double check. No, that was 3. All right. Well, in that case, thank you so much for watching, everyone. You can find this video on quietspeculation.com, as well as Quiet Speculation's YouTube page. If you're interested in my content, you can follow me on Twitch at AceXSpades or on Twitter at twitter.com/Adam E. Cohen. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you all next week. Take care.